Hi, I'm Molly from Wild Olive, and in this video I'm going to show you how to start your stitching without a knot using the loop method. This technique is often known by people who do cross stitch, and so I will show you how that works there, but you can also use it for your embroidery. You just have to be a little more cautious with that, so I'm going to walk you through that process as well. Now, one thing that you need to note with this is that it only works with an even number of strands of embroidery floss. So I'm starting out with one single strand, and it's twice as long as the strand that I want to work with. Then I'm bringing those two ends together, basically folding the embroidery floss in half. So you've got the two open ends at one side, and you want to thread those two ends of the same strand of floss, thread those through the eye of your needle. Now at the other side of the other end of your thread, you should have a folded loop just like this. This is where the loop method comes into play. So grab your fabric and bring the needle up through your fabric there, and draw it through until you've got a smallish loop on the back of your fabric. Then make the first part of your stitch. Bring the thread through. Now, take your needle, slide it through the loop of thread, and tighten it on the back. Not so much that that loop will pull through, but just enough to secure it. It's basically making like what is called a cow hitch knot. There's other names for this knot in different techniques, but it's locked your thread in place without a knot. All right, now let's use that same technique for embroidery. This time I'm using two strands of embroidery floss, and again, it's twice as long as what I need. I'm folding it in half so I have four ends together at one side and a loop or a folded piece at the other end. So we're going to take those four strands and thread it through your needle. You could also do this with 3 strands of floss to make it 6 strands thick. This one is going to create 4 strands of stitching. So once again, bring your needle through the fabric, stop when there's a small loop on the back. Take your first stitch and then pass the needle through the loop. This doesn't work with starting all embroidery stitches, but it does with many of them. So in this case, I'm going to do some back stitching. You can see it tightening up there. Don't pull it so tight that it will pucker your fabric, but you can take your next stitch. In this case, I'm taking that back stitch away from the side where the loop or the looped knot on the back is, which is right there. That's where the extra little loop is on the back of the fabric. So go ahead and pull that next stitch through, and it's all secured without a lumpy knot on the back of your fabric. And that is how you can start your stitching for cross stitch and embroidery without a knot. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content.